with him, obviously, back there, and how confident you feel like he did a good enough job to start that?
Well, let me answer the question by saying that, I have complete faith in both of the quarterbacks, and when Coach Fisher announced that Jameis was going to be the starting quarterback, it didn't surprise me. Either way, it wouldn't surprise me either way it went. I support Coach Fisher fully, and I have faith in Jameis, and I know that he's going to do well. So I mean, it was kind of awkward hearing it, but at the same time, it's like, both of the guys work hard. You can't have any hard feelings. I mean, both of them are great competitors. So,
Sounded like Jacob handled it pretty well, at least from what Coach Fisher told us. He handled it pretty well.
Yeah, Jake's he's a great guy, great competitor. I mean, and of course it's tough, but he's going to step into the role as a second string backup quarterback at Florida State University. So you always have to be on call. Look at the quarterback situation a few years ago with EJ and Christian Ponder. Christian Ponder was the starting quarterback. And EJ had to step in if something went wrong. And Ponder missed a few games. EJ stepped in, played well. Ponder came back. So both of the guys are gonna, see playing time. I believe at some point in time. So I'm confident in either one of them.
What have you guys? Obviously, both of them could play, and both of them have been on the road and traveled with you guys for different games before. But James is going to be playing in a big time game, on the road to start his first start out there. What are you guys telling him to kind of prepare him for that, or get his mind right for that scenario?
Well, first off, it's not much you can tell James because, I mean, he's just got that personality that I'm gonna get it done by any means. And so, I mean, it's not much you have to tell him. He's just trying to mesh in with us, to be honest. Because, we've been out there for a year without him, and now he's coming in. So he's just trying to fit in and just make sure everything is comfortable for us, to make sure that, we get the calls and, everything runs smoothly. Because, and us as an offense as a whole have to make him feel comfortable and make sure that all the timing is right and make sure we have him blocked up and protected from every angle. So, I don't really feel like it's having to settle Jameis in. I just feel like it's, it's just something new. It's just a new chapter in Florida State history.
Is it good for the offense just to kind of get this settled so you can get about the business of, becoming a better offense with the guy that you're going to have back there?
Of course. Coach Fisher made the decision for a reason. You can't delay the inevitable. So, I don't really feel like it's having to be comfortable or he's got. Both of the guys know the offense, but it's getting down to the countdown, the 10-day countdown now. So it's obvious that we have to get the guy in there who's going to be in there on the game and get him communicating with the one receivers and the one tight ends and make sure he knows all the calls and the checks. So it's good.
As an offensive line, how much do you take it upon yourselves, no matter who the quarterback was going to be, it was going to be a first-time starter, to make them feel comfortable? If you do your job and play well and dominate the guy that's in front of you, the quarterback is going to be comfortable.
Well, us as an offensive line, as a whole, we take great pride in just making sure that whoever's back there is comfortable. Even last year with EJ, we wanted to make sure he was comfortable, even though he was a veteran and I was a new guy.
Right.
And all of us were new guys, to be honest. We were all starting for the first time. We're going to make him comfortable, and he's created his own identity within his team. Right. So, and he has such a strong personality that, he's going to be fine. We just need to know what we have to do. He'll do what he has to do.
And how important is it just to have a running game that you can count on? 200 yards, 250, whatever y'all's goal is, that y'all can count on each week?
It's definitely important because, a young quarterback, is you're gonna have those ups and downs,
right.
Growing pains, of course. So, it's been an emphasis of ours since the end of last season. Even in the last season, we took pride in running the ball. Because we have great running backs and they're going to find the holes as long as we keep blocking. So, having that, having the run game that's a necessity. That's a necessity, regardless if we had a new quarterback or another another senior. You know, so I mean, it's always important.
What do you guys as a Lions kind of say to yourselves when you stop and think about how good this starting group can be? I mean, all the experience that you guys obviously have at this point.
We have a lot of talent, and you know, Coach Fisher told us today the most common thing is unsuccessful people in America with talent. So we just try not to, you know, look at all that. We just try to make sure we look out for each other and make sure everybody's on the same page. I mean, we take pride in knowing what we're doing and just being accountable and making sure we look out for each other.
I mean, do you guys believe still, though, that you can be one of the top offensive linemen?
Of course, you know. I mean, that's one of the things that you have to think about because, I mean, yeah, of course, a lot of people say we can be good, but you know, we have to believe it. We have to work. We have to put in the time and you know those hours. So, I mean, that's definitely important.
Having that whole year to play together and the whole off season now, you know, basically the 4 of you with Bobby coming back also, but how much better do you think you are or can be this season, just being together for that long?
I mean, the sky is the limit for this team as a whole, and you know, I just feel like, I mean, there are no limits. I mean, we can do whatever whatever we put our mind to. I mean, everybody just has to be on the same page. It's all about chemistry, and you know, we developed a great amount of chemistry, through this past year. You know, even with Mendeley starting last year, Bobby was still involved in the offense. He was still, getting those mental reps at practice. During the game, he was still aware of what was going on, and he also played before any of us, really. You know, so I mean, that's a great dynamic that he brings to the table. So.
What have you seen out of him, this offseason? Real quickly.
I've seen Bobby mature so much. I mean, he came in as a 16-year-old kid, and now he's a 19-year-old man. I mean, you have to grow up fast, especially with Coach Trickett. And, it's been tough, and there's been a lot of growing pains. I mean, for everybody, even the 50th senior story, But I've seen tremendous growth from Bobby, and I'm just excited to see where this season takes us on.